right, guys, the next one that I'm going to be doing with you is number 16. This is what my picture looks like. We're given the diagonal has a length of 14. The side has a length of 13, and we're trying to find the height. If this is a rectangle, we know that all four angles are 90 degrees and that these two sides are congruent and these two sides are congruent. So what I would use here is probably Pythagorean theorem, okay? That's probably my best bet since I don't know any of the angle measurements. So I know that Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C is my diagonal, so I'm given my diagonal, which is 14. And then 13, it doesn't matter if it's A or B, okay? It could be either one. So I'm just going to make it B. So I have a squared plus 13 squared equals 14 squared. So if you put 13 squared in your calculator, you get 169. 14 squared in your calculator, you get 196, okay? So then subtract 169 to both sides. And 196 minus 169, you end up with 27. So a squared equals 27. And then you want to square root both sides to solve for a. So a gives you the square root of 27. And I know that 27 is not a perfect square, so I'm going to have to factor it, okay? And my factors of 27 are 3 and 9. 3 is a prime, so I stop there. 9 I could still factor to 3 and 3. And those are prime, so I can stop there. So I'm only looking at the numbers that I have circled. And remember, I'm only looking at pairs. Think of your square root as a little house, okay? That's kind of what I give my students, a little hint. You're looking for pairs. So it's kind of like if you have a friend, you can go out. Notice here's a pair of 3, so they can go out. But you don't want to take both out. They become 1. So I'm going to pull out a 3. And this one is by itself, so it has to stay inside the house. So my final answer should be 3 radical 3. Okay? And that's it. All right, let's try another one. All right, guys, I'm going to do 19 with you, and they're asking you, tell whether the triangles are right triangles. Okay, and you could do 18 and 20. So here we have a triangle. I don't know if it's a right triangle, but they want you to tell whether it is. So whether it is or it's not, we're going to be able to tell by using the Pythagorean theorem. If it satisfies the Pythagorean theorem, then it is a right triangle. If it doesn't satisfy, then it's not, okay? So these are my legs, so A and B, and we'll assume this is the hypotenuse, okay? So if I plug it in here, I get 5 squared plus 13 squared equals 10 radical 2 squared, okay? And then just square these. So 5 squared gives you 25. 13 squared gives you 169. And you can use a calculator, or I can show you a quick shortcut on how to do this without a calculator. Square 10 and you get 100. Square radical 2 and you get 2 because the square will cancel out the square root. So then you end up with 2. So 100 times 2 gives you 200. Okay. All right. Add 169 plus 25, and that'll give you 194. Okay. So if you notice on the left-hand side, when we added this, we got 194, and the right-hand side, we have 200. Well, 194 does not equal 200, so this is not a right triangle. Remember, if it satisfies the Pythagorean theorem, then it is a right triangle. If it doesn't, then it's not. All right, let's try a different one.